What am I supposed to do?
I ain't paying nothing to nobody. What I'm supposed to do? I'm trying to take care of my nieces and nephews, running back and forth to the store and stuff. What I'm supposed to do? What you want me to do?
If you need things, we can...
All I'm doing is the best I can. I'm not doing nothing to nobody.
Already, this defendant is playing the sympathy card. But here's the kicker. He's on bond for a terroristic threat, and now he's picked up another charge. What do you think genuine struggle or clever manipulation?
What you want me to do? I didn't have nothing to do with that.
Mr. Ladon, you are on bond for a terroristic threat. You've now picked up a criminal mischief. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 11th, 2025, the officer responded to a physical disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. Dispatch advised that the caller was reporting...
For a second, stuffed animal with a kitchen knife hidden inside? That's not just bizarre, it's potentially evidence of intent. Judges don't take concealed weapons lightly, especially when someone's already on bond.
He had a knife and was going to stab someone because they were bothering him about a broken window. The officer made contact with the defendant and the complainant, and the defendant stated he called the officer. The defendant was found to be in possession of a green stuffed animal which had a fixed blade kitchen knife concealed inside. The defendant stated the complainant came to his house with her roommate accusing him of breaking a window at her apartment.
Whoa, you're going really fast.
Yes, Judge.
The defendant...
Called the officer.
Okay.
And he said that the complainant had come to his house with her roommate accusing him of breaking a window at her apartment. The defendant stated he was walking back to his apartment and that the complainant came out the back door to her apartment, but then he changed the story saying that she came out the front door to her apartment to confront him. The defendant stated that the complainant came with a gun, though he did not see the gun. The complainant stated that she was laying in bed, heard a glass window in the back door break, jumped up, ran to the back door, and saw the defendant walking away from the door, holding a green stuffed animal with a knife. Apartment management stated the cost to repair the window was $200.
There's a lot of randomness in it, Judge.
The only thing, my concern is, who broke the window? Did he break the window?
Thank you, Your Honor. So, according to the DMs, what the complainant says is that she saw him walking away. She heard the broken...
Notice the problem here. No direct physical evidence ties him to the broken window. This case is riding almost entirely on witness statements. You think that's enough for probable cause? Or is this too shaky to stick?
Window. She came downstairs and saw him walking away. And then, that's what we have in the DMs. Then, I spoke with her yesterday as well, and she repeated the same thing, that he was the only one there when the window was broken. And that's what she said. She saw him outside the window door when it was broken.
He's walking away. He actually calls the police because he's being harassed by this woman because she's saying that he broke a window. And I don't think there's any list of physical evidence like glass on him or anything, or in the whatever stuffed animal.
At what point did the cops come and did they arrest him on the spot? What, do we have any other physical evidence? Do they...
We have the two further just complaints said that he was approximately 20 feet away from the back door when she saw him, and that the officer found the window to be shattered. And then the complainant showed the back door to her apartment.
I mean, how do we know he did it?
No one's saying that he did.
I mean, no one saw, you know? It's...
To be honest, just what we have is that the window was broken, and then she saw him outside at the time when she came downstairs to check on. That's what we have.
I get it. I get it. I don't think it's enough. However, the fact is, we're still having issues with the same complaining witness. I now have to take more drastic action to ensure nothing happens in the future. So now what I'm going to do is I'm putting an ankle monitor on it and I'm barring him from going within 500 feet of where she lives or where she works.
Yes, Judge. Ankle monitor, just want to make sure it's ELM and not scram.
Correct.
Okay. Asset fees be waived. Okay. I'll add...
How far do they live from each other, Alex? You know?
And there it is, the judge drops the hammer. Hey, an ankle monitor plus a strict no contact order. Remember in bond cases, the judge doesn't need to prove guilt just to protect the community. That's why these conditions feel so intense.
Do you think those are complex?
It was described as across the street. But when I spoke to the complainant, she said that they do not live across the street, that he was staying at a friend's house. But he told the officers that she lives across the street.
So what I'm doing, Mr. Franklin, is I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle, and there is a radius of where you cannot go where this person lives or works. And I mean, we may have issues with bond conditions as it is, because if I ordered him not to have weapons on the terroristic threat and they show me that, or they prove to me that you have weapons, I'm going to put your butt in jail. So maybe we should have a formal bond hearing to see if, in fact, you can prove that he has a weapon.
Yes.
So I have some hesitancy about everything, Judge, mostly because my client's orange sheet is quite extensive. So the jail has diagnosed multiple mental illnesses. I'm trying to track down his competency because I was appointed, I think, December. So there's been prior competency motions. I'm trying to get the reports from them, which is difficult because I forget what agency does the mental health evaluations. They're saying that they don't exist. So I'm trying to find his mental health records, Judge. It sounds to me like it's bipolar schizophrenia or schizoaffective. And so I think that my client is likely going to have severe mental health issues, which have been causing issues. And I think that's going to be the heart of all this. And so I'm trying to push for treatment. The case is just brand new is the problem.
You ordered not to be in possession of any weapons. And they're telling me now that you have a new case and that you have an alleged knife as well. I want to set this for a formal hearing on Monday. And if they show me that you have a weapon in violation of your bond conditions, I'm going to bring it. Do you understand? You are not to be in possession of any weapons whatsoever. Get a hold of your witnesses.
Yes, sir.
Get a hold of the cop.
Yes.
Let's have a formal hearing on Monday to show me whether he's in possession of a weapon or not.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
In the meantime, like I said, if I find that you become a danger to my community, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand, Mr. Franklin? There is no excuse. You will get this ankle monitor today, and you're not to go within 500 feet of where this complaining witness lives or works.
If I can politely ask, Judge, that we reset for more than Monday, only because this case is new enough that there's literally no offense report. So I don't know officers' names or...
Case.
So the new case, the criminal mischief, which will be the allegation for the motion for...
Find no probable cause in the criminal mischief.
Well, but the problem is, Your Honor, is that it's on the criminal mischief that we have the officer that saw the alleged knife. So we'd have to get in contact. We don't have the OR. We have the name. I could reach out, but we don't have the OR to give defense. So they can review it. And
So the allegation is, and it's we don't have an OR, so we're reading DIMS. So the allegation sounds like the officer saw a knife, or maybe the CW saw a knife. It's unclear.
To me, it sounded like both saw a knife. And so
Well,
that's why.
I don't know
So,
if
I
anybody
mean,
did.
I guess I'll give you a full week. You know, that should be sufficient for you to get an
Yes.
OR,
Yes,
get in
yes,
contact
yes,
with both
because-
witnesses.
just to clarify for both parties here, the officer is the one that said when he contacted him, he found the defendant in possession of the knife.
Okay, let's have a hearing.
Yes, Judge.
Get this guy over here. If you need to subpoena him, do it so that today's Wednesday, we'll have a hearing next Wednesday.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
1 week later.
So we were here for one bond violation report, which I don't think that one actually got filed. I think you had just requested it. He had picked up a new case, you no PC'd, state dismissed, but the new case involved him possessing, though not using, a kitchen knife. And so the bond conditions...
I didn't ding him on it, did I?
Well, you had asked us to come back today to address the fact that he had...
Oh, right.
Kitchen
That
knife.
he had the knife. Correct.
Yeah, so not that he had potentially committed a crime, but that he had a kitchen knife when he was ordered not to have a weapon.
Guys, I need your help. Come up, Mr. Ladon. The initial reason that we were here today was because of the case that you picked up that I found no probable cause, and that I had an issue because they were alleging that a knife was, I guess, allegedly in possession or whatnot.
The allegation is possession. It was never, there was no allegations of use or threat. It's just that he had a kitchen knife on him.
This is a huge deal his ankle monitor pinged. 15 times for being too close to the victim's exclusion zone. Even if no confrontation happened, just being near the protected area is a violation. In bond law, that alone can land you back in jail.
You are on bond for a terroristic threat. As part of your bond condition, you had several. You're not to be in possession of any weapons. You have a GPS monitor, and you're not to go within a certain boundary of the complaining witness in this case. It has now come to my attention through pretrial services that you have bond violations. Mr. Franklin has not been compliant with his conditions of bond. Client has failed to not have contact with a prohibited person or visiting a restricted location. Client was ordered by the court not to go within 500 feet of the Northwood Drive apartment in Baytown. On 2/25, client received a victim exclusion zone alert at 10:22 a.m. The victim exclusion zone was cleared at 10:28 a.m. In fact, what I've been told by pretrial is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 instant.
Okay, interject, Judge. I think that's all in a 6-minute window. So I think he crossed into the exclusion zone at 10:22 and out at 10:28. And so I could proffer to the court what was given to me from pretrial. Not that I'm admitting.
Judge has a copy.
Then never mind.
I get it.
In no way admitting that this would be admissible. And looking at what pretrial has provided, it looks like he walked about 1,000, maybe 1,500 feet in about a 6-minute window through the exclusion zone. And while it says contact, there's no alleged contact with any person. It's just, I know, but it's the way it's written.
How do we know?
Well, no one has complained to the state. And so it looks like he walked through an exclusion zone, which is, speaking with pretrial, is actually larger than it normally is. I think it's at 500. Is it 500 feet?
At 500 feet because I didn't want him to go anywhere near the complaining witness in this case.
Yes, Judge.
This is the same complaining witness that we have the last case that I know PC'd?
No, the two are unrelated.
They are different complainants, Judge.
Yes. And so the terroristic threat was, they're both strangers. The terroristic threat is, the allegation is that my client asked to bum a cigarette, got in an argument when he was denied. And then the newer case with no PC was that some random person's window was broken and somehow my client got charged with it when no one saw or had any evidence to believe that he had done it. But when the police made scene, he didn't have a kitchen knife, I believe, is the allegation. I will say that the new case, it was no PC, but there's also no evidence. There's no offense report. There's no videos because it's a week old.
It's because they didn't go get anything because I know PC'd it.
Well, that's part of it. It's also Baytown and Baytown.
But the problem is that we continue to have issues with Mr. Franklin.
So Mr. Franklin is going to have issues on bond or not, Your Honor. His mental illness is quite severe. He's received hospitalizations in the past. His orange sheet is right at a page, if not over. And so the system is aware. I would take this court or ask this court to take caution in the sense that we're not having a formal hearing. There's no testimony presented. I'm fine with having a conversation. But if the court should wish to revoke
We're
his
having
bond,
a hearing right now.
well, then nothing has been admitted because there was no admissible evidence. I'll find to discuss with the court what has been alleged, but there is no admissible evidence of either location or possession because nobody has testified to either. And I don't think the pretrial.
And here's the cycle. He insists he's innocent. The judge insists on public safety, and the tension explodes. What do you think? Should judges lean harder on defendants like this? Or is the system failing people with severe mental health struggles?
Service officer in this room would have the ability to testify how a GPS device works. Not to be mean to her, but it's not her job, and so she's not going to have any knowledge of the first-hand knowledge of the device.
We continue to have issues with Mr. Franklin, and I'm tired of it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I only have one way to fix this.
So I've spoken with the state, particularly the chief. We're leaning towards reaching a resolution on a mental health diversion, Judge. It's not 100% that we're there, but it sounds like we're going to do it where we send him for an evaluation. So I'm going to file a competency evaluation just in case. But
so that there's another 30 days. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him to have another bond violation. No, because he's doing whatever he wants to do, because that's what's happening here.
Yes, Judge. And if you'd like to revoke his bond, which I can understand the court's position, I would just ask that we have a formal hearing with testimony where the rules of evidence would apply, which statutorily they would apply to any revocation of bond.
I'm still going to take him into custody. You know, I find that he's a danger to our community. He's continuing to just... Mr. Franco,
speak.
what am I supposed to do? Continue to let this
Stand
happen?
for me.
Don't form.
I ain't getting no justice.
I found no PC on your case last time.
I ain't getting nothing to nobody.
Stay calm, sir. Stay calm.
All I'm asking you to do is stay away from this place.
What I'm supposed to do? I'm trying to take care of my nieces and nephews, running back and forth to the store and stuff. What I'm supposed to do? What you want me to do?
If you need things, we can...
All I'm doing is the best I can. I'm not doing nothing to nobody. What you want me to do? I didn't have nothing to do with none of this.
Listen,
You ain't
I want
stopping
you to
nobody from
listen.
raping me.
Once,
Just slow yourself down, okay?
is he saying that
He's insistent.
family that lives near here?
So he's given me, I've been trying to get addresses. So he lives partially with cousin and with mom, who are both on this side of town. And he essentially migrates between the two. Because of his mental health issues, I'm having a problem confirming the addresses to confirm this information.
Where are you staying?
My mama's house, but she threw me out this morning. So it's the same thing. She pulled a pistol on me, yeah? Trying to tell me to shut up and let her say whatever she want to say. Switching up everything, making it hard on me.
Does your mom live near this address?
She stay down Nolan. When I leave, I don't have nowhere to go. I go to my cousins. I buy them food. I do the same thing I do.
The problem is that are they within this address?
They stay down Nolan in Bayterre.
No. Baytown is a big city. I don't want you to go near where the complaining witnesses live. That's all I'm asking you to do.
But I was just having to go to my oldest cousin's house and my mother-in-law's house, get food, and then go get my
Here's what I
medicine.
want you to do. I want you to talk with Mr. Meunier right now, and I want to know exactly where they live in relation to this address. That's what I want to know.
In relation
I'm
to my mother's address?
debating to put you in or not. All I want to know is why. Because I've asked you not to go to this place, and yet, no. I want you to talk to your lawyer, and I want to figure out where the places are where your mom lives, where the cousins live, so we know exactly where you can and can't go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I can prove.
Go.
Thank you, Judge. I've been trying to get the addresses and it's somewhat difficult, but we'll give it another try.
1 hour later.
I think I have the location figured out. It took a while because getting addresses from my client is
I understand.
difficult.
It's okay.
So if you were to look at the exclusion zone, numbers 10 and 19 are just left of it. That is the cousin's house. So he lives probably 30 feet outside the exclusion zone. And so my client.
So hold on a second. You're saying
So,
13.
so numbers 10 and 19, because I have the ones I have are numbered.
I see it. 10 and 19. That's that
So-
cousin?
That, from what I can tell, is the cousin's house. I'm having to do this with
What
Google
about
Maps.
number 24?
Well, no. What I'm saying is that's where he's kind of living. He then walks through the exclusion zone. Mom's house is about 2 miles due east. This one, I think he was walking to CVS to get his psych meds. And so he goes through the exclusion zone to get to Garth Road, which is the road that the CVS is on, which is just outside the map. I can show you on my phone if you'd like. So he walks to Garth and then goes north up Garth to get to the CVS and then east to Mop. So I think this 6-minute window, I think, is him walking through the exclusion zone to get to CVS. As far as I can tell, that's what's going on. He never stops very long. It's a 6-minute time. It's
CVS in relation to this.
so in relation to the map, if you keep going east of the map, maybe half a mile.
I don't understand the curve.
That's him trying to walk around the apartment. He was trying.
He's right next to it, man. He's like literally within like.
He's going to get his psych meds, Judge. Rash thinking is not 100% level. He's trying to go around it, from what I can tell. Well, I don't know, Judge. I think there's a big field, and I think he's trying to go around to get to the field, to walk through the field. But CVS is. Here, let me just show you my phone. That'll be the easier.
I want you to understand something and listen to this clear. I want to protect every person in my county, and I want them to feel safe. This person is scared of you. That's why I don't want you near them. Do you understand, Mr. Franklin? All I'm asking you to do is stay away, because I don't want you to accidentally bump into them on the street. You guys exchange words, and then it goes absolutely haywire. That's what I'm trying to prevent. Do you understand? It's not to be mean to you. It's not to take away this. I'm a nice person. I don't like to put people in jail. But if you're going to be a problem and you're going to scare my city, I've got a problem with that, and I'm not going to take it. You understand? So CVS, where you're trying to get to on that map, is nowhere near where this person lives. Your cousin lives outside of the area of the zone of exclusion. Look at me. Mr. Franklin, there's no reason for you to go near where this person lives. You need to find another way. I'm not going to do this with you again. Do you understand? I'm trying to be nice to you now, and I'm trying to warn you that I don't want you to go near anywhere where they live. If you need help, Nathan can help you out. If you need a place to stay, we can find you a place. If you need food, if you need a job, we have resources we can give you. All you have to do is ask. But
He can't give you a job. He can tell you where to go to try to find you.
But I want everyone to feel safe. Do you understand? That's all I want.
Oh my God.
Like I want you to feel safe. That's it. Here, everyone gets a fair shake. Everyone. I found no PC on your case last time, right? That's a fair shake. It doesn't get any more fair than that. Do you understand? I'm well within my right now to put you in custody. I'm not going to. But I want you to understand that I'm not going to do this again. You understand? I'm not asking much. Okay? All right?
Thank you, Judge.
So just please
I
make
try to
a path for him to go around so that there are no more issues.
Your Honor, I was going to see if we could shave some of the, I think it's 500 feet, and the cousin lives just outside, and it looks like GPS is giving some false positives. I was going to see if we could lower it to 400 instead of 500.
The team was for the cluster in the center, that would be 200. The same would be a.
Okay. All right, hold on a second. Are you saying that the circle is within 200?
So that circle's within 500, but it was originally at 200. And so he was deemed for being within 200 feet.
But these right here are
Yeah,
not.
so that's gonna be outside of it. So he's not being deemed for those. They show all the points that is being used,
Yep.
but that's not a violation.
Okay, then we're, all right. I have a caution because it's right outside the zone, but it sounds like it will be okay.
Just make sure that you guys can carve a path so that there's no more issues.
Yes, sir.